Small introduction. My name is Anuka Brown. I'm the Quality and Technical Manager at a packaging company called Packaging World. We are based in Pinetown and we make flexible packaging for South Africa. So flexible packaging comes into your life every day. You walk into a grocery store and everything you see packed is flexible packaging. Your Woolworths chips packets, you have your Interfood snacks, we've got coffee pouches, we've got washing powder pouches. Everything that is in a pouch or a plastic, as everybody calls it, a plastic packet, is flexible packaging. So we make flexible packaging. It is food grade. You pack your food in it, and it gives the consumer safe food that is packed. It also gives you good barrier, so when you open your packet of chips, it's not soggy. So a lot of chemistry goes into this, a lot of hard work goes into it. The printing process itself is fantastic. When you see it, it's just plain material, and when we're done, we have a finished product. And it's always nice to go and see your finished product on shelf. So I started by doing chemical engineering at UCT and very quickly decided that chemistry was more up my alley. So I changed my degree to chemistry, and I fell pregnant with my daughter in 2001, 2002, and I was 8 months pregnant and I couldn't find a job. And I found a job at Rotoflex Quicks, a little packaging company in Pietermaritzburg. That's where I started my career. I started when my daughter was 2 weeks old. At that time, I had nothing else and I had to take it. And I went 2 feet into the packaging industry. Started as a half-day job and in 6 months very quickly progressed to a full-day job. And by that time, the packaging bug bit. There was nothing else that could fulfill me the way it did. The smell of solvent, the color on film, the lamination, every day was something new, and that just inspired me. And through the years, I've managed to gain experience through very many different aspects of packaging. A lot of people will look at me as job hopping, but it actually was trying to find experience in the different areas of packaging. So over the last 23 years, I've worked in printing, lamination, extrusion, at SRF at the new BOPP line. I've worked as an end user at Kellogg's. And now I found my way back into packaging, into the actual converting process again. Much of my focus now is in trying to teach the younger generation because I find that skill has come out of the industry. So a lot of my focus now is to try and teach the younger generation and transfer skill. In our industry, we don't have an institution that trains people. So much of the focus now with Printing SA and the Institute of Packaging is to give students practical experience in our factories. And that is something we are focusing strongly on. My biggest dream has been to produce something and to leave a legacy. And when I say leave a legacy, it's not about the products I've done or the projects I've worked on, but my legacy is in the people that I have trained along the way. And I like to take students from DUT and from the universities and give them practical experience and absorb them. And to see people that I have trained excel is one of my biggest accomplishments. And it is well on my way to the legacy that I'm looking for. So I know everybody says it's about women, but we forget about the men along the way that taught us. And I was very lucky to have very strong mentors in the men that taught me. And all of them have always told me, you need to leave a legacy. You cannot hold your knowledge close to your heart. And they taught me to teach and to give back to the community. And some of these men are still very prominent in my life and are still my mentors and my guides when I need help. And if I look at them and the legacy they've left, that's what's inspiring me to leave my own legacy. From this year, I'm a mentor for IPSA, which is the Institute of Packaging SA. They have courses along the year, the one-year diploma, the advanced diploma. Printing SA is now rolling out training for lamination operators, bagging and slitting, which we didn't have before. So I am now giving them my time and putting my knowledge onto paper so that they don't lose the experience that I've gained over the 23 years. Because you try and find good skill and you can't find it because there's nobody that actually teaches the skill. So we've got to make that skill for us and get that pool of people that are trained and easy to come into the packaging industry. So it helps us and it helps them. Some of the achievements that I have had along my way, we did the first holographic print on polyester for the OMO. It was years ago. It didn't actually make it to the market, but it was so much fun. From mounting the shim onto the cylinder to watching the hologram on top of the Suruti. I'll never forget, I'm so scared of heights, and my boss made me stand on top of the Suruti and watch the hologram print. And I was trembling at the top, and I'm like, oh my God. But to see the actual hologram print just made my heart so happy. There have been a lot of projects along the way afterwards, and I think every project is special to me because it's from start where nothing, you had nothing, you built it up from a concept, and then you see it on shelf. And there were so many of them. A big achievement for us last week is we won 9 FTA SA awards. There were 8 gold and 1 silver, and from last year winning 1 to this year winning 9 was absolutely fantastic. So it puts us on the map. It shows that we are driving innovation and we are driving customer satisfaction. Some of the challenges I've experienced along the way, and let's just talk about being a woman first. When I first got into a management position and you're sitting around a boardroom full of men, it was so easy to tell the only female in the room, can you make the coffee? Can you take the minutes? I was like, okay, not a problem. And eventually you get used to the boardroom dynamic and you start pushing back a little bit. Now when I sit, I get my interns to do my minutes, and the coffee is done by the coffee lady. But it's still very much a male-dominated environment. So you still get that environment that you walk into where you are expected to still make the coffee and you're expected to still make the minutes. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to suck it up and say this for the best. Some advice I'd give to youngsters coming into our environment is believe in yourself. You belong in every room you walk into. You are fierce, you are loved, and you are worth it. So whether you're wearing stilettos or whether you're wearing safety shoes, you have the right to be where you are. So keep learning. There is not a day that goes past that you don't learn something new. Never think that you know it all, because it will catch you. Always be humble and always try and help people. And as a woman, if you see somebody's crown falling, straighten it up and help them walk on. It's not going to benefit anybody to put anyone else down. And if you live by that, you will be successful. So goals for the future, I would say look in places that you don't normally look. Don't go for your normal jobs where you're sitting in an office and working behind a computer. You can be more. And it's not a male-dominated environment unless you make it one. So be bold, get out there, put yourself out there and think out of the box. Don't be the Barbie. You need to be a warrior. If you are not a warrior and if you don't take what you want, you're never going to get it. So I'm saying be strong, be confident, and pick yourself up when you fall down. Nothing else is going to work except hard work. For myself, I want to get to a place where I can maybe slow down a little bit. And it's been 23 years of very hard work. I started as an ink technician working strange hours of the morning, getting called out at 2 a.m. I've earned my stripes. It's time for me to now give back. I'm looking for a role where I can educate and give back and start slowing down a little bit. The body does not function the way it used to. I'm looking at maybe getting more women into our field. As it is, my lab is full of women. I want to get more women into the field. I want to educate more women. I want to give them a chance to see who they really are. That is a difficult one. I don't. And it's something I had to find out the hard way. I just had a hysterectomy 8 weeks ago. My body eventually said, hello, you need to do something about this. And I had to be in bed for 20 days. It's a time when something like this happens, it's a time to reflect. It's a time to think about work-life balance, about family balance. And that 20 days at home showed me how much time I missed with my family. So it's time to reshuffle. I'm very lucky. I've got a very supportive boss. It's very nice to have a female boss because they understand what a woman is going through. And she has helped me to reflect and see how to balance my work life and my home life together. And if it wasn't with her support, I don't think I would have been able to do it myself, because she is the one that tells me, right, step back, hand something over, take 2 steps back, reflect, get better. And that is something we all need to do. Over the years, you find your body is like, I'm tired, I'm sick, and you don't do anything about it. We just keep going. It's go, 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 go all the time. You need to stop. You need to listen to your body. You need to make time for your kids. My daughter's 23, my son is 16. And if I look back at all the time that I was working and I didn't spend with them, it's a big regret. So if there's anything I can tell people that are in this industry is learn early to have that work-life balance. The world is not going to stop if you are not there. Let go. And something I find very hard to do, and it's something I would encourage people to do. Teach, transfer your skill, let go, reflect. I think those are the important things.
Great.
In conclusion, I just want to say, ladies out there, you are worth it. Come out, show us who you are, and have fun. Life's about having fun. You spend more time at work than you do at home. So whatever you do, do it with a good heart, do it with good intentions, be fair and be fierce, but do not be nasty. And I think I'd like to end it there.